Welcome to The Patty Show. My name is Patty Setiatti, and in this podcast, we'll explore the crossing point of the 3 Ps: passion, pleasure, and positivity, and how they can lead you to your own personal paradise. We'll chat with inspiring guests, share practical tips, and dive into stories that will empower you to live your best life. Let's get the Patty Party started. Welcome back to The Patty Show, everybody. Woo! Yes. Wow, thank you, studio audience. Wow, it's sounding extra brighter, and maybe it's the Boston vibes, but I'm feeling very positive today, y'all. Episode 16, Christmas special. Okay, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry... Ding, 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 ding. Thank you, everybody. Everyone that celebrates Christmas, domo arigato, all that good stuff. So episode 16, y'all. Episode 16, crazy. Season 2, kind of finale, something like that. Positivity. Every day is a gift. Speaking of my gifts, we're going to talk about my gifts eventually soon. But before we start episode 16, we're going to have a little recap of the last episode. Shout out to our girl, Donica. Woo! Yeah. She's actually in the audience right now. Oh, come on. Oh, she's not dressed, but don't worry, but you can hear her energy over there. And she wins a brand new car. Oh, my God, Patty became Oprah. I wish one day we're going to get to that level, but shout out to you, Donica. I'm looking at her. I'm not talking to an imaginary friend, I promise. But thank you again for coming in, being vulnerable about pleasure, all the senses, and sensuality. So tune into that episode 15. But we're on episode 16, y'all. We're exploring how positivity can help us appreciate the gifts. Physically, spiritually, mentally, all that good stuff. And of course, I'm not alone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm not alone.
Never.
Y'all can see it on YouTube. You can see it everywhere. Today, I got 2 guests. See, not one. Two, actually, yeah. We got two right here. These are my brothers right here, y'all. A little chocolate time, little lemon square with some vanilla, because he's a little mixed over there.
Of course.
These guys took care of me every time I went to Boston, and I went to Boston a lot. At this point, y'all would think I live here. Give it up to my brothers, Sami and Ian. Woo!
Thank you, studio audience.
Thank you, studio. I appreciate it. Domo arigato. Guys, this long time coming, season 2. Thanks for coming today. I can't believe I had to fly all the way. But do a little self-intro of you guys. Like a little background, passions, hobbies, of course, how we met eventually. But whoever wants to start first. Hold on to the mic.
I'm gonna hold on to the microphone real quick.
He has a good grip.
I have an excellent grip. Thank you very much. These fingers are very talented.
Yes.
So my name's Ian. Me and Patty go way back. You know what I'm saying? Probably since birth. And then we were separated. So we didn't actually meet each other until about 20 years later.
Yeah, something like that.
Via our third brother, who was on season 1, episode 1.
Yes, season 1, episode right here.
Brother
King
here.
of Coco, yeah.
100%. And when we seen each other again, it was magic. The vibes was there. The energies was there. I think we connected on a wavelength that people hadn't understood at that point. And so there was immediate, what's those technical terms? Synchronicity, you know what I'm saying? Synergy.
I like that.
So the energy was there, the vibes were there, everything was just working out perfectly. And what's crazy is actually I have a brother, my other brother, I guess. Yeah. And you put the 3 of us together.
Oh man, it's recipe for fun.
Thank you. I appreciate. See, this is how it works, right? I say something, he fills in the blanks. You know what I'm saying?
Positivity, it's all the good energy.
Yeah, so it was good. For me though, personally, pleasure, passions, hobbies. I'm a really active guy.
Yeah. He loves roller skating, all that
roller
stuff.
Roller skating, bicycling, running.
And you do martial arts, right?
I do martial arts. I'm a 4th degree black belt in Korean martial arts, Subakdo. Thank you very much.
Yes,
I appreciate it.
Respect
is very important. I appreciate that. Beyond that, obviously, I'm a soccer player. I grew up playing soccer my whole life. I still do it. Me and King of Coco play as much as we can, both in competitive leagues and pickup. And then beyond that, I think I used to be a dancer.
He still dances, y'all. Get ready.
I mean, that's
don't get it twisted.
You don't need to expose me like that.
Maybe that's for the Patreon one day.
Exactly.
The Patty Show Patreon,
we gonna come back in season 10. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
amen to that. Amen.
And then, you can call me on now. Season 10, episode 1.
Yeah,
I'll
you
be
go.
there. We'll be doing a dance lesson.
Absolutely.
You know
We'll
what I'm
do
saying?
season 10, episode 69. How about
That's
that? You know,
crazy.
remember that, okay?
That's crazy.
Emphasis on that
I
number.
appreciate that. But yeah, that's more or less me. I think priorities for me though is just obviously staying fit. My big thing now that I'm later in my 20s is mobility and just trying to make sure my body stays mobile so I can do the things I love to do later in my life. And so that's become a real big point in my brain in the last couple of years for me. So yeah, I think that's me more or less.
Well, yeah, thanks for sharing, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for being vulnerable.
Appreciate you having me.
So grateful, man, to have you. And of course, we can't forget about our Chocolate Thunder over here.
Thank you, my
Chocolate Thunder coming in hot. There's a fireplace coming. It's hot, right?
It's getting warm right now.
It's getting warm.
I wore too much for this. It's crazy.
We might have to slowly
a little bit. That's why it's a zip.
We're gonna peel the layers like some onions. You know, that's what this podcast is
We got time today.
You know, we got time. Plenty of time.
I'm Sami. I've been in Cambridge my whole life.
As you should.
Also a second brother to him, kind of twice removed.
100%.
Yes,
as you can see, the melanation was on this side.
Yeah,
but the genetics are universal.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
The genetics are shit.
Yeah, that's how it is. That's how it works.
Exactly.
They're scientists, y'all. They have
If we did a test, same thing.
Yeah, they actually are scientists though. Like, what's the lab you guys work at again?
We work at a gene therapy lab in Cambridge called Beam Therapeutics.
Wait, didn't y'all tell me y'all worked at Johnson & Johnson with the Diddy effect?
Hold on.
Wait.
We're under witness protection program.
I apologize.
No,
We're gonna have to cut that
like
part,
and subscribe. Because that's it. It's curtains.
But look,
Season 2 is the last one.
We just started to. That's how we do. It's been a while.
Also, like, if by trade, we do science, but none of this is endorsed by scientists. So don't take
yeah. Don't take all the advice to heart and everything. Like
than what we just said.
We just make stuff up sometimes.
Yeah. No, I grew up with Ian. We both grew up in Cambridge our whole lives, which is weird. It's a whole, I think, point of contention for us in the city. 100%. I think we feel like we're slowly outgrowing this space.
So, like, say middle school, all that stuff, yo?
All of the above.
Wow.
That's actually when we met, 6th grade, middle school.
Yeah. He transferred into my school.
He was part of a crew called E3.
Yeah. E3.
It was 3 East Africans. We'll get into that.
Okay. Okay. I'm learning something new every day now, yo. It's been a while since I've been back here.
It sounds a little crazy, but it was all low.
It's always low.
He thought it was East African too. He said he's East Asian, integrated himself.
You understand.
That's how.
That's how you do it. Right there. That's how you do it.
Yeah. So I grew up with this kid. Grew up together. Like, my life followed the red line here in Cambridge, our rail system here. Like, my life followed every stop. I went to school here, then I work here with Ian over at Beam.
The red line's the best, man. I took it because of the job. Shout out Meta. Zuckerberg, give me a raise. Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? This is going on Facebook, Instagram, all the platforms. So hurry up. But yeah, the red line is so efficient. I don't know. Like, that's the thing I miss though, because LA, man, y'all suck. Man.
The train is not hitting over there.
Do they even have a train?
They do, but it does not work, bro.
No, that's a construct.
It's a social construct.
Yeah.
I only know because
they want you to think they got
it. Yeah.
Because I took it over there. It's terrible. Like, there's crackheads left and right, and then the train takes forever. You miss a stop, you might as well wait tomorrow. You're late to your appointment, bro. Like, here, y'all so quick. Honestly, you guys are low-key faster than like the subway, something like the New York one.
Yeah.
Like, the red line is like, I miss it. I'm like, damn, it came early already. Like,
at our peak, it hits. That's why I never left it.
There we go. That's what you hear.
The thing. And now I've stayed here like my whole life. And now I do cancer research at Beam with Ian.
Cancer research. Come on, shout out to. Man, I'm about to cry, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know. I think it kind of found us in different ways, but it's sort of how we've like identified our profession for the time being. But I'm excited for this to be about passion because we're both in like the space of like figuring out what that looks like for us. Because I think it's changing, honestly. But yeah, that's what I do for my job. Outside of that, like what feeds me, what brings me life. Finding.
He speaks so
well. I know, for real, man. This guy.
Eloquent.
I think Patty, this dude brings it out of me.
Have y'all taking your SATs yet? We about to teach you some words today.
That's the S is Sami for SATs right there. You know what I'm saying? So stop playing. You know?
I do need that side money.
So there you go. Yeah, side gigs. Anybody looking?
Trying to slide in. Help out.
I'll get y'all his number. No worries.
The more I talk, the more you're gonna figure out that I'm not that eloquent. So don't tap in like that. Don't do that. But no, I think finding the things outside of that, love photography with like, I guess to support my close people, you included, started a portfolio recently to like capture things I've been up to.
Speaking of, how can we find y'all, by the way, all your works and everything? Put your plug in right there, you know?
Oh, that's crazy.
What is this?
Find me fullname.com. My name is Sami Kebede, fullname.com. I don't have the IG, I don't have the Twitters, I don't got the Insta. I had to drop that during COVID, which is a whole other story.
Oh,
Shout out your mental, protect that. And it was
that's facts. I like that. I like that.
it was a little bit of a thing for me.
Yeah,
I had
yeah,
a lack
yeah.
of self-restraint, honestly. And we talk about like the thief of joy as being like comparison and
Ooh,
things like
he's on it. He's on it now. Yeah.
that. It got me. It came from me during COVID. So I had to distance myself. But I'm still out there. So come holler at me. So I've been up to that. I think music has been a thing that we both love doing. I'm trying to get back into making music, which is like a thing I did in college.
What's the genre that you kind of gravitate towards?
Vibe with. I think it's all like consuming. It's probably like neo soul, R&B.
Oh, okay.
People who feel a lot of things and don't know where to put it. You know what I mean?
So
It's gotta
like,
be
you
with
know,
the
I'm an
pen.
R&B guy, guys. You know, shout out to my boy Chris Brown. He just won album of the year billboards. You know, that's my homie. I want to be just like him. Not personally, maybe professionally, be cool. You know, because we're not gonna talk about that part. But
That's
is
season
that
10.
that type of R&B, or is it more like the more classical? Like, what are we thinking with these artists? Because R&B has evolved so much, man, in the past 10 years, to be
100%.
honest with you.
And the sound changes so much.
Absolutely, yeah.
I think there's like this weird thing that happens over time where it's hard, like ingenuity is harder to find. It's hard to come up with new things like that isn't like completely derivative of something that exists. So naturally, like the sound of today kind of sounds like pieces of Chris Brown. So it's hard to separate almost sometimes, like for me. But like there's new sounds like Khalid had his new project that came out that hit. He's pulling on like new things like sonically. My guy right now is Leon Thomas.
Leon Thomas, you had a song.
Homeboy from not Carly. Victorious.
Oh,
Crazy.
bro!
Shout out to the
shout out
to the audience real quick.
To the audience! Woo! Woo, woo, woo. Bro, Leon Thomas, he has some good songs, bro. He's
in his bag right now.
Bro, he's like the even those old songs were really good. I used to listen to all of them. There's that song he sings at Victorious, the one like I don't wear designer clothes or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, I can't sing like that, yo. Sorry, yo, Patty Show.
Listen,
but if I could sing, start singing.
if we join the Patreon, you can find.
If you join the Patreon, you're gonna find us over there. You know, follow us at Instagram at Patty Show Podcast,
all the
TikTok
above. For
at Patty Show Podcast, the website pattysatiati.com/podcast. If you want fitness stuff, you know, /fitness. And if you just want to see me, 203. Okay, we're not gonna release that too much. What's your website again, bro?
I love that. First name, last name.com. SAMIKEBEDE.
There you go. What's your website, by the way, bro? Or
Soon
Instagram?
coming.
I mean, I would say you don't want to know my website. Let me tell you that right now. But my Instagram is my govy, Ian Ken Lee. Follow me out. See what I'm up to.
Man,
Back to you.
Yeah, this is a long intro.
No, that's the vibes. That's exactly
right,
we're just trying to bounce back on all of it.
Yeah,
But you guys, that's crazy.
Them on us.
Yeah.
For real. Now I'm learning a lot more because I didn't know y'all were basically literally together most of your life, like just staying together. Did you guys ever think of like moving out of this area, by the way? Oh, here we go.
Ain't that the truth?
That's crazy.
You want to go first?
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I can speak to that. I was also going to share. Sami kind of hit a leeway into kind of a conversation or a thing that I've been thinking about a lot. And Sami and I have known each other since 6th grade.
Wow.
Right. So we was 12.
Yeah.
Right.
11.
We've known each other for more than half our lives together. And I think he started, just real quick before I answer your question,
of course.
he started talking on things. I think what's so rich about the friendship we've had in our life is because we've known each other for so long. We've seen ups, we've seen highs, we've seen lows, we've seen roses, we've seen thorns. We've seen the growth in each other. And so when he talks about all these things that are his passions, right, I've seen him from the beginning of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful, man.
And, you know, it's like we'll be talking to each other on the phone. He'll be like, yo, what do you think of this? You know what I'm saying? When it comes to a song or it comes to his photo portfolio, you know what I'm saying? And I'll be like, I'll give him my honest feedback. You know, it's like, I like this one. I think, you know, one of these photos don't fit with the rest of them. I think we can move it around. But I think the joy for me in all of that is seeing how he's gone from when he was in 6th grade, even, you know, back then, right? And he was an artistic guy back then. You know, we were in another small little throwback. We was in a band at one point, singing a little bit, dancing, you know.
Yeah.
Little something like, we don't have to talk about that today. Like I said, season 10, episode 69. We'll be back.
Stop playing.
All right. Tune up. Tap in with us later.
All that.
But I think that's something that I hold very dear to myself. You know what I'm saying? Is that experience. And I think we both grown from middle school to high school to college to
like
adult
professional
life.
career. Yeah, absolutely.
Right, you know, and the growth just there from maturing through all of that and learning new things, right, and finding ourselves in different settings and how we could be better each time, all right, and you know, pushing each other.
Absolutely,
to get to that
another
point,
P
you
word
know?
right there, pushing P right there.
That's crazy.
And honestly, I'm glad that you guys. I know for real.
That's
I'm
right.
glad you guys mentioned like the roses and the thorns and everything because
100%.
this is my flower section of the Patty Show. We'll try to make some sound effects.
Sound effects
Yeah, sound effects for you. Thank you, studio audience. I'm gonna give you a raise after that. I'm gonna give you a raise after that.
But not us. Not
Yeah,
us.
yeah, because they're the guests. Look at this. But bro, like both of y'all, it makes so much sense that you guys were so tight because every time I'm with. How long have I known y'all now? Like 2 years, maybe.
Let's see.
Right?
More than that. You was at the crib when I was gone more than 2 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there we go.
You know what I'm saying? So
I thought you were going to mention another story. That's all right.
That's good.
No,
Season 10, episode
Season
69.
10, episode 69.
Right? So,
but,
yeah, no, at least 3 years probably, I would say.
It's been a while.
At least
but
3 years.
Honestly, it feels like I've known y'all like
100%.
most of my life.
Yeah.
And
like I said, out the womb, we were separated.
Absolutely.
Out the womb, we were separated.
But like that's the beauty of both of y'all. You guys have the same energy, and when you guys are together, it just enhances, and it's a beauty
100%.
that like even my other friend groups, my homies from college, but we're all just like one unit together. Even
100%.
though we haven't even known each other like most of our lives, to be honest. Like the fact that it feels like we're just a tribe. It's a beautiful tribe. Find your tribe, y'all. It could be a little chocolate,
that's a hashtag.
lemon square with
100%.
vanilla.
Yeah.
It could be full lemon square.
Lemon square. Damn.
Well balanced diet.
Well balanced. Exactly. You need a little chocolate sometimes, you know. A little well balanced. Sometimes you need some leaves.
Sometimes you need some white bread.
Sometimes you just need some.
Put that out there.
No, say it. Yeah, speak on it.
Sometimes
I agree.
You can say it.
Especially if it's like European.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
Don't be scared of that.
don't be scared.
Nope.
White is
It's
right.
part of all of it.
You know, like white. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. Actually,
Oh.
I'm sorry, Donica. I'm sorry. I'm kidding. I'm cold. I'm kidding.
We're not gonna see season 10.
Yeah, we're definitely season 10. But yeah, just shout out to y'all. Always bringing the good energy whenever I come, and then yeah, it's just a blessing. Honestly, like I don't know. It's just weird, like the fact that I haven't seen y'all in a year, but it feels like I saw y'all yesterday.
That's crazy.
Kind of thing.
That's
So
I think the thing is like that has to go both ways, right?
100%.
Like we're drawn to energies and respond to that. All of us do, right? And I think that's like our space of belonging is always two energies first, not like economic background or like what school you went to.
that
right?
part, yeah.
And things like with you.
Thank you, studio audience.
Thank you, studio audience. Poetry version.
First time we met this dude, it was like we've known you our whole life.
Oh,
right?
100%.
It was like that. And honestly, part of that's testament to you, like on the real. Like I think anyone you meet, any space that you enter, people recognize you immediately because you take up that space and give it back, right? No, this is why we're here today. It's why we make time to see this dude when he's in town because it's worth it for us too. Like you feed us, we feed you. Like it's worth it always.
Yeah,
so it goes both ways. But we try to do that with every space we inhabit.
Absolutely.
I think we like do our best to like go out of our ways to like connect with as many people as we can.
Be inclusive, right?
I think it's everything, honestly. And then going back to what Ian said about like knowing each other for this long, I think the way in which we've like pursued our passions, first of all, it's been very dynamic. It's changed a lot for the both of us. 100%. And it's always been like, I think the thing that's worked for us in our friendship and why we're still friends to this day is because we've changed, right? The both of us, we've grown and it's been different, but in the ways that matter, we've been aligned and like parallel 100%. The entire time. So that when I go through like my lows, which motivates a lot of the creation, right? Like the first time I got into like trying to choreograph dance was like not too long after it was like I was going through a thing with a girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
And I needed to vent, and he's the first one to jump in, back you up, go do that, beautiful. Go make that,
getting
right?
him studio time, you know,
all
the
number of times you hook me up studio time to make things, and we put out like little projects, and we like work on each other's projects, right? Thing is, like we've always been aligned in how we've changed and grown. That like pursuing our passions has been like it could be two different passions, but we support each other through it no matter what. And we do like I do still like. The 6th grade Ian and me were very, very different than now. We went through crazy things up and down.
Absolutely, man. 6th grade is how many? I think about that for y'all, huh?
We 28. So we're coming up on a baker's dozen almost. You know what I'm saying?
60.
Yeah. It sounds heavy when you put it like that, right?
Oh, yeah. Just remind y'all, age is just a number.
Age is just a number.
All
right?
Everything works properly.
Remember, 18 and up. All right, stop playing. Okay?
It's crazy. I think that's the thing. Like we've like even though it's hard. Sometimes you don't like find people who like stick it out this long 100%. Together. We've just kind of been lucky that we've been aligned, I think, to this point. And I think like we're not friends out of obligation. It's just always made sense for us.
And I think that's the key too. You guys always have this positive energy. Like whether it's low, it's freezing. I mean, you guys have been with each other for like more than y'all girls, right? Right? Of course, right?
Yeah.
Any type of relationship, there's always an up and there's a down. The fact that you guys have seen each other on the booty days, they're on all those thorns, and then you're like, all right, Sami, pick it up. Ian, come on, man, we got it. The fact that you all stay positive, it's such a power, like a superpower. How do you guys maintain that positivity, even though when it's like 50 million thorns are on your thigh, or on your left cheek, or third leg, or something like that, you know?
You want to go first?
That's really. I mean, I can try.
That's a good question.
I think staying positive despite that's for lack of a better term, it's 50 thorns, the negative influences. I think so. I have this memory from when I was a kid, super young, probably even actually before I met you. Actually, probably maybe around the same time when I started developing complex emotions as a youth, right? And one of the ones I developed pretty quickly when I transferred. So I transferred schools from elementary school to middle school. That's where I met him. So I went from one school to the other school. That's probably the first time I had experienced with kind of a negative side of emotion because I was in a new space, right? And I don't actually talk about this much, but there was a bit of worry that came into my life, right? And there was a lot of self-reflection.
Yeah.
Am I gonna fit in? Am I gonna make friends? Are people gonna like me? You know what I'm saying? And the emotion that stuck with me the most was worry. And my dad actually, at one point, I had, they call them worry brow or like worried brows or some shit. Like furrowed brows is worry brow. Like my eyebrows used to be like furrowed.
Always.
Am I saying that? Is that the right word? Furrowed?
I got the
furrowed.
imagery.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like this, right? Something
Pick it up. Yeah. You got it. You see that? We gotta zoom in on that later. You know what I'm saying? I used to happen to me. My dad said, "Yo, why worry? What's that going to accomplish for you?" You know what I'm saying? And it's a simple question to ask yourself: why worry? And there's for some things in life there are reasons to worry.
Of course.
But there are also, for me, 9 out of 10 times, the purpose of worrying isn't actually going to benefit you. All right. So for me, the lesson I took from that was, why worry when I can be working on how to fix it, or I can be working on how to change it, right? Or working on how to let it go, let it slide off.
Absolutely.
Be like Teflon, you know what I'm saying? Like in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying?
Ooh, chef. He's a chef too, y'all. For
that's
real.
crazy. We don't bring that up. Season 10, episode 69.
Season
right?
10, episode 69.
If we go that far, but
we'll get there.
But no, for me, that was it. That was one of the big things. So when you talk about these thorns, these 50 thorns in your side, for me, it's like, why worry? You know what I'm saying? And don't be wrong, I'm emotional. I'll get upset at times, but
human nature, of course.
It's taken me until my age now, I think, to like really develop tough skin, strong skin, to be like, hey, do these things actually bother me? Yes, some of them do, but why worry about them? You know what I'm saying? There's always tomorrow. There's always another day with my boys. There's always another day with you. You know what I'm saying? There's always another day with the studio audience. You know?
Studio audience. Woo!
Love you guys. Thank you for your support so much.
We're so grateful for y'all, man.
But that was the big lesson I took as a child, and it imprinted. It's obviously still a big memory for me, and it kind of built this, pillar in my mind of how I want to be as an adult, as a person, and kind of move on from things like that. So. I guess that's my best answer to your question right now.
So I think that's important. You mentioned the pillar of it. It's like the base, because if you have a strong base, you can handle almost anything that goes your way. Obviously, like life is unpredictable. Like if the foundation's strong, it can handle most hurricanes. I can't lie. Some breakups are a little too much. Not from personal experience. But,
foundation. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, we whispering. Studio audience, you hear me? That?
I know you got the ASMR now. With that.
Whoa. You want me to start tapping it? You know what I'm saying?
We don't let the TikTok views up now. But yeah, having those pillars of like positivity right there.
Pillars of positivity.
Pillars of positivity.
That's 2 P's.
It helps having your foundation, but then having your foundation. Like having someone right next to you, your brother, your homie, your sister, whoever it is, together in a circle, like kumbaya. Right? This was practice.
That's crazy.
Kumbaya.
I would hold your hand, but I'm holding the mic right now.
Kumbaya. Hey, it's been a musical special with Patty. Hey, dancers. Hey, we can't get copyright because we're making our own music.
Crazy, dude. They ain't gonna catch us.
They can't catch us.
They ain't gonna catch us.
We're the offset. Stop playing. We'll get like a karaoke version of the Patty Show eventually.
That would be elite.
Yo, actually, before we continue, y'all remember
commercial break is
y'all remember the karaoke time?
Oh God, bro, that was one of the best nights ever. Yeah.
Was that like the first time?
That was one of the first times we hung out, but that was
early. Yeah,
that was my birthday.
Early,
2 or 3 years ago. Yeah.
Was it the first time ever?
My girl put that. No. It wasn't the first time ever. I think I've already met you at that point.
Yeah.
Because we wouldn't have had that moment. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was
man. That
season
vibe,
10, episode 69. Just remember that. All right, we'll come back to that.
The thing is, we keep promising season 10. Like and subscribe, for real.
Thank you. Stop playing.
We need to make it there, right?
We gotta make it there. Right there.
They liking it.
They loving it right there.
Shout out studio audience.
Woo. There we go. Now that was such a core memory in Boston. Like y'all, that meant so much to me. I mean, that time was uncertain time in my life. I'll be honest with you. It's like COVID was still kind of happening, family stuff, all that, but y'all made it fun. We played the most random songs. Y'all love Post Malone. Shout out Post Malone.
Yeah, I got actors to post.
Bro, these guys know every song. Like, I was like, I didn't even know he had that much of a album.
I didn't even know I knew that many songs. Yeah, it was crazy.
It was.
What you mean?
Yeah, I didn't know I had that in my bag. All that, it was crazy.
It's just like in the back of the mind. For me,
I just awakened. Yeah, every time.
You know
He's just like, wait a minute. That's like me with Chris Brown. Man. Like some songs, you're like,
No.
well, I didn't know I know, and they play it, and you're like, it's like,
You be out here. Boom.
you just like, you know, all that kind of
Like
stuff.
your mind doesn't remember, but your body does.
There you go.
That's the thing.
These guys are very.
Your
They have a
mind
lot of
doesn't
movements.
control your body,
Yeah,
or is it the inverse? Your mind does control your
Absolutely, that's a lot of power. But speaking of power, though, another P. Power. We have a lot of talking points that we're gonna go through today, but you know that's how we flow over here.
Yeah.
My first one today, we're gonna talk about a little gratitude right now. We kind of touched about it already, you know, being grateful and that stuff. My first question, I'm gonna let Sami take it first. What is the power of gratitude, and how can it bring positivity in our daily lives?
Oh,
Gratitude.
I love that question though. I think it's kind of related to the thorns, the 50 thorns. We talk about the pillars and having that, like, it's not even like mental fortitude, it's having that base that grounds you, right? And staying grounded. I think for me, like, the easiest way that I navigate the thorns more than anything, because he's mentally tough and he bounces through things. I have a hard time with a ton of stuff all the time. One of the easiest ways when I was in school to get through it was to just exhibit gratitude. Remember what you do have. I think we have so much, right?
Beautiful,
and
bro.
you can contextualize that and you can compare it to like those. It's not even like you have to compare it to like having nothing. It's like even to those next to you, we're so blessed to have
Absolutely
as much
blessed.
as we do.
I love that word. Blessed. Blessed.
It's not
blessed.
a P, but remember the blessed. Oh,
remember the blessed. Absolutely.
P's and B's. You know
Yeah, you know, I mean, a B is just a P without the bottom part.
Yeah, word.
It's just a P without the bottom.
It's a P flips. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, exactly. Exactly. Yo, I didn't even think about it. Exactly. See, look, philosophers.
Under every P is a B. Crazy.
You gotta give me something.
No, that was a good one. That was a good one. That's good. I'm gonna have to quote that somewhere. Just put it on your website, bro.
Yeah, homepage.
No, but bro, the blessed word, I feel like I've been saying that word so much the past year because of like my life has changed a lot since the past year, honestly, in the best way possible. Yeah. Luckily, thankfully, my people, my friends, y'all still the same in the good way. Like y'all growing, but like the energy's still there. Yeah. So I'm blessed on that. But then blessed on like career, everything is like taking off in the best way possible. Thankfully, I don't have to deal with some NDAs. I got some more NDAs coming up, so I can't say too much. But shout out my boy Nick Cannon. You're going to be on the podcast soon. I know you want to use that bidet. Lily Pond, stop playing. But that's my goal, 2025. We're going to have them on the podcast. So
what's that, season 10, episode 68?
68? That's good. Good little build-up. Exactly.
Doing big things for real.
That's a good one.
We don't talk enough about.
Yeah, exactly. But blessings, bro. Man, you guys got to put that down for the people. Let them know, man, how blessed we are, bro.
It's everything. Like it like help. It's my grounding. It's my pillar, right? It's what grounds me when like storms come through. And I don't get rocked by it because I always have a grip on what I have. Like I can take account of what I'm grateful for, right? As long as that's not really shaken, it's hard to be rattled too much. And like if you're off center, you can always return back to it as long as you have a good grip on that. I think that's what did it for me with my mental lows as like I was navigating my mental health through college, which was like my first like exposure to it, and like did not know. My family's Ethiopian. We don't get
shout
into
out
that.
To Ethiopian. Yeah,
shout out. We got big heads and big foreheads.
E3.
That's where all the anxiety is those heads. We it's a thing. Like we struggle a lot, but we don't talk about it, right? And I do know how to talk about it. But that was like one of the first tricks I had was like gratitude was everything, right? And I think even today, like we can take inventory of our lives right now, and we have things that we want to change and make better. But we have so much that we genuinely, I think, if we look back at 12-year-old, 11-year-old us, we'd be happy.
So proud, absolutely, man.
With like where we are today, what we've made happen for ourselves, our independence, our like a body of work that we have to show for our lives so far. I think like we feel good about. Doesn't mean we're not gonna be complacent.
We're
trying to keep moving and do bigger things.
But sometimes it's good to take a breath and take a step and be like, all right, like I'm doing this. I'm working at this company. I'm doing this big projects, all that stuff. Because our younger selves were like, man, I wish I had this job. I wish I had this. And then the second we're given that is the moment we're tested, right? It's like I think about that all the time because like in LA I'm doing so many different things. I'm like, all this is this. But I literally was praying for that stuff. And now God, whatever y'all believe in, gives it to you, and then you earn it, and you're like, come on, Patty, wake up, bro. Like you got to be blessed. And take it and just keep going.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's some days where it's harder than
Yeah.
some other ones because like there's that, then relationship stuff and all the other stuff. So.
Exactly. The storm comes around all the time.
Absolutely.
Right? But like because of the gratitude piece, like sunshine comes always afterwards. Like it's like a given. So that's my experience with it. It's like a very central part of me. We didn't plan this, but it is like something I think about.
Yeah, well, I love that, man. I love that. That's the base of him, right? The gratitude, the blessings, and of course the Ethiopian food. Shout out to all the Ethiopians out there. Well, maybe my wife is Ethiopian, man. Let me know. Patty Show goes to Ethiopia. I'm calling my wife over there. Episode 5 of season 72.
100%.
Because I gotta go to every country first. Like
international tours.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta start with the A's first. All that stuff. All the A's. But E3 though.
Yeah.
Right. You got to talk about that now. I'm curious because now I'm thinking about that now.
The thing is, like, if we go through our phases, right? Like,
I'll give you the chapters of the
different our lives. We've been through some weird. So E3 was like, again, it's like trying to find belonging more than anything.
100%.
And you identify with what's most familiar always, especially as a kid. It's like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
What comes to mind? So I had an Ethiopian Eritrean like best friend in middle school. I'm Ethiopian. First country. I first letter of the country is E3. We're not that creative. That was the name of us, right? E3 is what we call ourselves. Ian was new in middle school at that time.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. We were some cool. Listen, we had sauce. We had drip. It wasn't juice. It was drip. It was sauce.
It was drip already. At that age, bro?
You have no... Listen.
I gotta see these pictures.
Skechers with lights.
Oh, with the lights on, bro?
The Gap skinny jeans.
Oh, the skinny jeans was?
Oh, buy one, get one free?
Oh, he got it for the family.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He got it for the family, man.
Acid wash. Listen, it was... You want to be friends with us.
Yeah.
And then Ian coming in, I think he identified us. I think we got along. Remember Ian desperately, he wanted to be a part. And the thing is,
I wanted to be E4 so bad. You have no idea.
You wanted E4?
Yeah, studio audience, which sounds better?
E3, E4. I'm gonna be with you.
Let's be honest about this.
E3
and we're in our branding bag. Like we knew this from young.
Crazy.
E4 wasn't gonna hit the same. Ian was like, no, listen. I'm East Asian. That's an E.
Yeah.
Counts, bro.
I love how you pointed that out. That's what I said. I'm East Asian.
But you know how when you write words into word, right? You can italicize shit. So I'm just italicizing the E.
Yeah.
So I'm bolding it and italicizing.
Oh, you made it.
I might even be increasing the font from size 12 to like size 20.
There you
go. Understand that I mean business.
Bro, you were the other because it's E. So you're the other E in revert. Look at us, bro.
We used to do that.
Right there, like that. Bring it together. Bring it together.
We were really on that. Like that. We did the whole. We thought we were. You know what I mean? We thought we were outside with this.
Yeah.
And he was trying to get in that E4. It's not symmetrical anymore.
You're like, oh man, what are we doing over here?
It ain't the same.
Do you still talk to the E2?
The other two. That's a good question. That's an interesting one too.
Shout out to them. I don't know where they at.
Yeah,
Blessings
hope y'all are good.
Yeah.
One of them moved away not too long afterwards, so that I guess opened up a spot.
My
guy.
Bro.
Audition at that.
Now don't tell me you did something to him now, because it's not a murder podcast now, okay? You're not that type of podcast. It's positivity.
All love here.
No one's seen that kid since.
Oh.
So that's good. What happened? Yeah.
Interesting.
Find out season 11, episode 2.
We just shout out all the different. Hey, it'd be cool when we go back to season 20 and it's actually each one because we can go back to the timestamp. So let me know. I'll set it up.
That's crazy. Yeah. He'll fly us out at that point. You know
oh, amen. We'll do it in space. Oh, bro, Bali trip, we gotta set that. Oh,
he has to do the A's first, brother. Remember?
Yeah.
When he gets to the B's, we'll be there.
Oh, we'll be there.
We'll talk offline.
We'll talk offline. Patreon. Let me know if y'all want to do that.
Yeah,
because these guys are in happy, relationships right here. I learned from them. That's why I'm not in a relationship. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Shout out to the girls. Love y'all. Peace and love. Y'all gonna be on podcast soon. Huh?
Are you single?
Absolutely, still, man.
Why is that?
I'm married to the game. I just love my career too much.
This is charismatic.
I see the ring on it too. That's crazy.
This is a hair tie. Okay.
Yeah,
I know you better
what we call that is visualization.
Yes.
And speaking to existence.
I want to find my wife, but I have more pressing matters. Got to get out the hood for the family. Oldest of 6 kids. I still have a lot to do with the career and everything. So unless someone wants to build with me, shout out 203. I'm kidding. Find my WhatsApp.
Yeah.
But that's probably me right now, y'all. Because I love seeing everyone in happy relationships. Of course, Danica is with Jan.
Shout out studio audience right there.
Studio audience, all that. I love seeing the love, But maybe because I see too much love, I need to love myself first, even more. That's why I went to an adventure out west.
Mm.
It's like a movie, like the Wukong, Patty Kong.
That's crazy.
Journey to the West.
He's Journey to the West. Wukong. That's
Wukong.
Monkey
If
King.
y'all don't know that,
Brother,
Monkey King. Yeah. Oh, he knows. He's Chinese at this point now.
Yo, you know what he is? He's E3, just like me.
E3, Eastern Asian 3. We got him, guys.
He's in.
Let me join.
He passed it.
You good, bro? I'm gonna be with you, bro. This is actually, bro. East African. You know what's funny, Sabi, though? Actually, the first time I did meet you, I thought you were like mixed Asian, though. I'm not gonna lie to you.
For real.
Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I was like, he gotta be like half. I thought all
Asian, right?
Yeah, something like that, bro. Like maybe like Laos and then like Ethiopian. I was like,
Laos is tough. Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, what the heck? Because like I know you're half, and then I was like, oh, is everyone just like, is everyone just like
just half, bro?
Is that how it is? Like,
I feel like the planet is increasingly so. I'm not gonna lie.
100%.
Everyone's loving on everyone.
100%.
Okay. Listen, that's
love is love. We love. It's all about love and gifts.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, I think I got confused as a kid for Dominican for some reason.
That's
a lot.
Oh, I see that. That makes sense.
Yeah, I play baseball with Dominicans all the time. Like,
bro, that's it. You are who you surround yourself with, and honestly, that makes sense. Why you guys are like such good vibes. Y'all, we talked about this already. The flowers, more flowers. I'm throwing the bouquets because, like, what is that saying?
A lot of money if you throw bouquets.
I know all those bouquets. You know, it's Hollywood money. Stop playing. Nick Cannon, go on the show. Give me a first. I need Mark Zuckerberg. I need everybody on the show. Patty show's going up 2025. Okay.
That's the truth.
But what's that saying? It's like you are the sum of the 5-6 people you spend the most time with. Like you guys spend a lot of time together. It makes sense why when we're all together, you guys are like literally carbon copies in a good way of the energy wise. Like, if I close my eyes, I can't really tell which one. Which energy? Hold on. E2.
There it is. Yeah, we're in here.
Oh, a little too low. Oh, sorry guys. That was beeping a little too fast. I need to blow that candle. But you know what I'm saying? It's so cool that like you really are the people that you're super close with. Like me and Jan have the same type of humor. You guys, our humor is Patreon, like I said. The real humor we got, like I said, NBC's trying to pick up the show eventually, and all the ABC, D, E, F, G, H, all of the networks. But it's so cool that like you really mesh with your environment, and it can be such a beautiful thing. But then there can be the time when it's like more toxic. Has there been a time where someone was being E5 and you got to kick them out ASAP in the life? Anybody? You don't have to say their names, but just like in general, how did y'all like deal with that, so to speak?
No, I have something like anecdotally.
Talk me through it.
We're talking about E3. It's very interesting. There were 3 of us, right? One moved away. I don't know if he took care of him.
We don't know. We're not crime junkie podcast out here. We're good vibes. We were palm trees over here.
That's what I'm saying. The
third and coconuts.
Yes. There we go.
Wow, that was a good one.
I just had to fill that in there.
No, I felt that spiritually. Don't worry. The third member of that, so I grew up like low income housing for like most of the beginning of my life. And then the other 3 lived in another neighborhood near actually where Ian grew up. Very close friends, and we had like a lot of things that we identify each other. I found academics to be my bag. Like as a kid, I knew that was like the thing that worked for me, and that was like kind of my ticket out because I'm first gen everything.
Yeah,
college, like no one, you know what I mean, everything. This other person kind of fell into the life of drug dealing.
The darker side of that stuff.
A product of like the environment, which is like either a choice that you fall into or something you fall away from. And that person actually, partway through high school, because I wanted to continue that friendship with them, actually create a space with me intentionally. And he was like, you have to take it out, and I'm tired of being the one to hold you back. Which is a weird, mature thing for a 15-year-old.
Bro, this is like...
But this is a real thing that happened.
Wow, I got goosebumps. It's like a movie,
crazy,
bro.
Right? Where like he was like, I got to create this distance for your sake, which is the weirdest. And I think that kind of clicked in my head, because I had that relationship with a couple other people in similar positions where I had to choose the people I was around very intentionally, so that I set myself up for, because I had no fallback options. There's no like catching safety net below me if I don't follow this through. So that worked out for me. If like I had to really be intentional. People like Ian, I had to like focus in on people like, friends that we still have to this day that I've known since middle school. My closest people to this day are my friends from like middle school and high school, because I choose community very intentionally, and I think they've been good to me through my whole life. And it's allowed me to like sort of comfortably be who I am. But it's hard. It's hard doing that.
Man, that sounds. It's like y'all ever watch was it Good Will Hunting? Right? It was shot here, right? Like in the Boston area.
Yeah.
Isn't there like because Matt Damon's character, spoiler, he's the one that has that like potential, right? And then his boy Ben Affleck's character is like the one that's like doing all the suspicious stuff, all that other activities, and he's kind of like, bro, I want to wait. I'm excited for the day that I come to your house and you're not there.
Exactly.
That when you said that, bro, I got goosebumps thinking about. I'm like, damn, bro.
It was
shout out to him, bro. The fact that like even though was dealing with that, he was like,
yeah, it's weird to have that kind of like foresight, you know what I mean? But like that's sort of like, again, I didn't fully comprehend it, and I was like, this is a ridiculous. Again, this isn't a Netflix telenovela.
Yeah, bro.
It's not that deep.
Yeah.
Like we're just friends. I'm still gonna keep up with my grades, but he was like, no, I don't want you to be anywhere near where I'm going, because he didn't see himself as being academically strong. He was like, this is my choice. This is my way. I think that I'm gonna go down. And he had, again, to have that foresight is crazy, but he was like, I don't think we can be friends. And in the moment it hurt, but like I like understood it like later on, and then it sort of like led into like how I chose to put people around me, I think.
Wow, E3, man. That's a really I didn't even E3, man.
I don't know how to open up.
E3 really, for the E3 unlocked everything over here. Now we can take the spots. Now let's go. I'm kidding. Shout out to both of them. Shout out to both of them, man. That's beautiful that you can find a meeting through like some despair, so to speak, because you lost a friend, a homie, but then you gain something more of like you getting that foresight. You're learning more about yourself, and I hope that whoever that person is, shout out to you, man. That's super mature of you, because like I can't imagine saying that, because like letting go is one of the hardest things.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what I mean?
man, I mean, especially like any type of relationship, whether it's like your friends or like girlfriend and all that stuff, letting go of anybody, especially someone you like care for, connect for like grew up together, y'all had a boy band together with, like I can't.
You want to tell them about your role?
Oh no, I gotta know now. Now I gotta know about your boy band.
Nah, it was it was a time. It was a middle school time. We're talking a little bit too much about middle school. I'm not gonna lie, like we're more than just our middle school. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but we had I love this. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, we had a group. We had our class president in high school? Yeah. She put together in middle school. She put together a band based on individuals who had specific talents in specific areas. Yeah. She called it Evolution.
Another E, man. Y'all going crazy.
Right? We're gonna change the 3 P's to
3 E's. I know, for real. The 3 E's, that for real.
E's, B's, and P's.
Yeah, the E's, B's, and P's. That kind of rhymes.
That's crazy. So we had, I'm trying to remember the specifics of. There were rappers, there were singers, there were dancers. What
year was this? About like 2010?
Was it 7th grade? 8th grade? 7th or 8th grade?
So what year? Like 2009 around there?
2009, probably 2008, 2009. Yeah. It was in high school. Yeah, 2009, 2008, maybe 2010.
Yeah.
She made us business cards. We have business cards.
Oh my! I gotta find this somewhere now.
I don't even know if I have one.
Yeah. Now that's gonna be the next episode actually.
Designed us logos.
Oh my God.
Things. I remember we had our middle school teacher had a poetry unit, English teacher, poetry unit, and E1 made a rap in it for us. So we had like original music.
Y'all making this up?
No, I'm serious. I had a song. I wrote a poem called "Take My Hand."
Oh, good song.
Take My Hand. What's the vibe? Like a little.
It was kind of like a little.
You were in your romantic bag.
I was lost.
He was infatuated.
Passion.
That was a lot of passion right there.
Lots of passion, you know what I'm saying? Like on some Drake Find Your Love.
Oh, yeah. He was
it was
find your love, girl. Like, he was ready.
He said, I'm more than just an option.
Yeah. He got body. Oh, man.
That's crazy. But yeah, we had I think I wrote like the chorus, he wrote the rap, and then it was a lot of interesting vocabulary put into youthful bodies and people at the time. So
that's crazy.
It was a journey, don't get me wrong. It was a journey, but I think we there's a little bit of I don't want to call it rivalry, a little headbutting between a couple of us. And so
within the group.
Yeah, well, like who was lead singer?
This is juicy. I like this.
Somebody got pushed out. I got pushed forward. Not saying I'm a great singer.
Diss tracks about each other.
That's crazy.
No way.
It was.
Guys, this is crazy, bro.
This is what old middle school kids used to get up to. Now it's on TikTok dances and all that. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's more or less the gist of it, right? You let me know if I'm forgetting any details there.
That E1 was rapping. You were one of the lead
singers.
Vocals.
Yeah.
I beatboxed.
Oh my goodness, y'all are creators. I love it, man.
Good times. Yeah.
Who else was in that? But that was honestly a good expressive period for like the both of us. I think that song, "Take My Hand," that was our lead single. That rap was
number one on the charts.
Find it on MySpace, y'all. Stop playing.
You know what I'm saying?
Find it on
Go to the
MySpace.
Tumblr webpage. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask my boy. Yo, Zuck, you got it, bro? It's somewhere in the files.
No, we deactivated
for
that.
next season 10, episode 69.
Yes, there we go. We're gonna find all the files. Bro, I didn't even know y'all did it like that. Y'all legit with it.
I mean, I think. Sorry, just one more.
Yeah, please.
The testament to us, right? We're talking about the energies. We're talking about the growth. I think one of the things that really exemplify us as people is if we have an idea, it's not just an idea. We're gonna go do that.
Yeah, it's gonna become a physical thing. Yeah,
exactly. It's like we're not the type of people to think about something like, oh, wouldn't that be fun if we did? Nah, we're gonna go do that. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
Contagious. Just to cut you off on that, bro. But like that inspired my big move to LA. I barely knew anyone over there. My brother was there, but it's like I was like, man, forget. I'm just gonna do it because y'all energies was the same. Like, yo, do it, man. You young, do your thing.
Experience.
Like pursue your passions and your personal paradise.
There it is.
That's how we do it out here in the patio.
Lots of peas, right?
Yeah, that's
there.
a lot of peas. You know, but it's a superpower in itself, bro.
100%.
Just to be like, all right, I'm just gonna act on this good urge. There's some bad urges. I can't lie to you.
Well, I don't know anything about bad urges. You know?
Okay, he's lying now. That's definitely the Patreon. I'll tell you that one.
Because I feel like those qualifiers are weird. Because and so we had passing forward to like college.
I appreciate that. We just spent a little bit too much.
No, I love it though. I didn't even know that, so I'm glad that you're.
Yeah, we're talking about the genesis of this.
Yeah.
And then like we're in
SAT study up.
I told you, Sami 18.
Come on at me if you need that help. No, I remember like in college, it's funny because I think our most like we pursue these passions, identify creativity. For me, I'm in that bag post breakups. It's a weird thing for me. It's like deeply emotionally charged situations. You just have to vent, and I think that's like the biggest muse I've ever found. So there was like a summer after my first breakup. I dated a girl through like the end of high school into the beginning of college. After freshman year, we broke up. First breakup for me, broke my heart. The summer afterwards, he and I had this whole mentality for the entire summer where every day we were like, we are going to make the most of every single day. Carpe diem, seize the day. And it wasn't like it was like genuinely we embodied it in a way that we had never before. And every day we work out together. Every day, whenever an opportunity would come up, it'd be a random person we meet or someone reaches out about like, hey, I'm doing this pickup thing with these people. Come hang out. Come talk to these people.
You're like, yes.
We've never said no.
Wow.
We met so many people that summer. Did the most things. Like, I think for me, like, also when it comes to like music or expression, like even in college, like we would write things. We're very big into like music curation and making playlists too for different things. Ian was the god of making playlists back in the day he used those parties all the time. He had different vibes.
Wow. Don't expose me.
Different things for,
run it back again.
Third date with the girl. He had that playlist.
Oh man, he going there.
Layers.
We can pause. We'll cut this. We'll cut this
that.
after. You know what I'm saying? People pause.
Remember, we'll continue that part of that.
Yeah.
It's different, but
Season 10, episode 69. You know?
Again, like and subscribe for real. I'm just trying to get to that
now.
season.
Come on now. There's a lot of
show that love. Come on. We're
show
trying to
that
see that
love
season.
now. Yeah.
But I think like we had these spirits of like wanting to create, wanting to put things out there and pursue these things that like made us fulfilled, and we were always there to like push each other through. Like for me, like there were periods of time where like again for me like making music, producing wise was like the thing for me, and then like I went through a period in college where I was very much single and very much DJing at events.
Wow, that's so cool, man.
That was a dangerous time.
Oh man, that looks like a fun time. But you guys had that like bias to action though, which is like
always exactly.
That's such a good thing, man. Like the second you feel the doubt is when you should really dive into it. You know,
right?
I mean, I think about it like with the podcast. I was like, it took me a while to finally do it, but the second I did it, I'm so grateful. Like 15 episodes, it's like
that's crazy.
15, 16, 17. It's gonna be like just season 10.
Season
what
10, episode 69. You know,
we gonna reach
got a long
that.
way to go.
You know, a long way to go, but it's gonna reach. Like it's just
happen like this.
Yeah, it's quick, bro. Like my first episode was with Jan in like 3 months ago, and it's just flying by.
It's crazy.
And then it's like a season 2 finale, you know, Christmas special. Ho, ho, ho. All that stuff, you know what I'm saying? No, like the Santa Claus stuff.
Of course.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. You know what I'm saying?
What else was you thinking?
Patreon. Speaking of Santa Claus and love, you know, because we're talking about love.
That's crazy.
Spreading love and kindness. That's one of our talking points today. Because I had to have 2 of my brothers of love right here and kindness. You guys always welcome me. Like another shout out again. Like these guys, man. I like whenever I come, it's like I just belong. Like it feels good, man. 100%. It's cozy, bro. 100%. Like I don't know. It just feels like warm, like this fire. So shout out to y'all every time.
It's
I was thinking about toasty. It really is toasty. Yeah. Really nice. Just we got upgrades. Studio audience, thank you, studio audience. Woo! Woo!
Yeah.
Season 2.
Season 3, brother. Oh wait, we on season 2. That's
crazy. He's thinking of season 10 already. He's ready to go already.
10 episode 69. You know what I'm saying? We might have to film it tonight. You know?
Yeah, man. We gotta spread some love and kindness, man. Well, my question to y'all, focusing on like love and kindness, you know, what are some ways that we can spread love and kindness in our daily lives? I know we kind of touched about like spreading the love, but anything new or recent that you want to share to the audience that we can like implement, for example?
Oh, like real examples. I think we've been in our conversation kind of been like dotting around this topic the whole time. You know, a couple of things that come to mind immediately is our energies, right? And bringing that positivity forward all the time. I think some of the things, so I grew up in a mixed household. My mom was Chinese, my dad's white. Mom grew up outside of this country, dad grew up here, right? So I had a lot of different opinions, different thoughts in my upbringing, which kind of led me to where I am. But I remember very early on as a child, a lot of it was about, at least from my mom's side on the Chinese side, was very closed off from the environment. You know, focus on yourself, you know, work on yourself, grind, get your stuff done, and only stay focused on you, right? Don't let outside distractions kind of get in your way. Keep your head down, move along. And I realized pretty early on growing up here in Cambridge, in the area, in the Boston area, that didn't really mesh with who I was as a person. And I cared more about kind of sharing who I was or sharing the energy with people around me, right? So no matter who it was on the street, and I think I probably got this from my dad, because he's the type of guy that walk down the street and say hello, how are you to anybody, you know what I'm saying? And so growing up, and you know, I'm a very extroverted person, but I cared more about connecting with people, even if it was for a split moment on the street, you know, making eye contact, how are you know, and genuinely meaning that, you know, and it's like, and I think maybe that's a testament to who we are, because I consider him very similar in that regard. Where we care about the people around us, whether they're people we know, people we don't know. You know, we'll go to an event and make new friends, and all of a sudden it's, tell me about your life. You know, I have a memory of us from a house party we went to where we were sober, didn't know anybody there, met this one guy who was awesome, and it was, since then it was a great connection, you know what I'm saying?
It was like ding ding like that. You
exactly.
know? I don't know
it's like the heavens heard
the
us.
heavens
you know
were
what
like,
I'm saying?
Here we go, everybody.
Exactly. They knew what was happening.
All the love and kindness.
But what I'm saying is he was also a guy who didn't know anyone there. We were like, come hang out with us. You know what I'm saying? And it was a moment of connectivity for us in that moment where we kind of had a great night with just, I think it was you, me, Ryan, and this new friend, right? It was an awesome opportunity, right? And I still have him on the Instagrams and the socials, right? We keep up every once in a while. We went to a show. I bought a t-shirt, right?
Really? Man.
Yeah, he was a band. Shout out Earl on Earth. Find him on the Instagram.
Yeah,
he's trying up and
support
coming.
the homies out there.
But yeah, it was just one of those moments, right? And I think, again, examples, but if we're talking about sharing gratitude, sharing love with people, it's the small things that count, right? You know, I think, and this is probably sound like a broken record to everybody, you never know what people are coming from or what they got in their bag behind them or what they're carrying in their suitcase. But like, if you can be the smile to someone's day, you know, if you can be, you know, the spare change to somebody who needs something, right? You know, something like that.
Yeah.
That goes a long way.
Absolutely.
Right. And, you know, I think between the two of us, that's just something we carry with us wherever we go. And it don't matter if I'm here or in Bali.
Which the episode's gonna go crazy in Bali. Stop playing now.
We'll book tickets.
Well, yeah.
Let me know.
Whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's about that. You know
Absolutely.
What I'm saying? And that's just how I view it. I don't know if you have anything else you want to add to that, or if you had a different.
I feel the exact same. It's like, and I think like an element of that that's very similar is like, I think we all crave connection, right? More than anything, we want to feel connected to those around us, right?
C's, E's, and B's.
There you go. All that
alphabet by the end of this.
Yeah, Z, A, B. We're gonna do a different alphabet after that. All those.
Holiday special.
We start doing characters up here. Some pinyin over here. Right? You know, if y'all don't know, that's like the Chinese stuff right there.
That's
right
crazy.
You know?
Chinese school Sundays.
Yeah, stop playing Sundays. You go to Chinese schools on Sundays?
Of course,
oh, absolutely. I'm gonna have to get back into it, y'all. China might be the next destination.
This is a holiday special.
Holiday special.
We're going through all the above.
We're gonna do all of them.
Yeah, this cat's bugging out. I think like you got me. No, I think we all crave connection, right? And I think it's exactly what he was talking about, where like I remember moments where like we will be out, and I think the energy that we have bouncing off each other, the people that we bring in, we entered spaces before where we just want to connect with people, and what we hear as feedback because of that is, you guys made our night. We remember you for this reason. We need to invite you back to future things because of that. Just like we're not doing anything special, right? It's just that intentionality with like wanting to connect, and I think that's all we all crave. And then that feels like love. That feels like that gratitude. That feels
that
like
kindness,
that belonging, that kindness. Because you kind of don't want to go through these things alone, right? So once you reach out, you'll be surprised who grabs onto that. And I think like we bring that out of each other.
Absolutely.
Because it's weird. Because he's extroverted. I'm actually super introverted. Like
you wouldn't believe it, y'all.
Nah, I'm for
the
real.
yin to my yang. There's a
There you
reason
go.
we fit so nicely together, just like this.
It's like that Wiz Khalifa song.
Yeah.
You know what it is. Finish the line.
I knew where he was going.
Literally. I know how it is because also my other
I would
one.
say King of Cocoa and this brother
right here. It's crazy. Look, see, not a coincidence. We actually did it on purpose. No, man, I love that how you guys are like blending it all in together, and it all goes down to this. I think this is a lesson I've learned the past year, but being present. Speaking of Christmas, and all the gifts. Our final talking point is crazy. We've been chatting for a while. I didn't even realize. My last talking point for y'all for this episode is embracing the present moments. Okay, I mean, we're really present right now. We're just going off the cuff saying random stuff, which I love. I love it. What does it mean to live in the present moment, y'all? What does that mean to y'all?
You wanna go?
I can try.
Give it a shot.
I'm a swing.
Good
I'm gonna try.
too.
What does it mean to live in the moment? I think again, we've been flirting around kind of a lot of these topics all night with stories, anecdotes, etc. I think a couple of things about us: growth mindset. We're always yearning for the next step, and I think and Sami was already talking about it earlier. Is like the gratitude, right? And so for me, I have a mental picture, right? And it's about like filling your cup. And this is so I do martial arts. We haven't talked really much about martial arts. But
talk about it a little bit. What is it called again?
It's called Subak Do.
Subak Do.
Yep,
is there like a direct translation to that?
So the literal translation is hand strike way.
Oh, so you kill people.
Can neither confirm nor deny, but we can talk about it.
So that's what happened to E2.
Season 10, episode 69.
Now we know. Homie's gone. There we go.
Like I said, can neither confirm nor deny.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, we will. Because we got to reach into season 10. So
I signed an NDA before.
NDA. We all signed an NDA on that. This is now we're a crime podcast. Thank you very much, everybody. Crime junkie.
Sit back. Let's talk.
Yeah.
Anyways, we talk about filling your cup. And the typical context of the metaphor is when you're a student in class, the teacher is filling your cup. And the typical visualization is your teacup, right? We're filling your teacup. The student's job is to drink the tea, right? Absorb
the nutrients, all that stuff.
Exactly. Grow from it.
Yeah.
The other half of it, though, is if you don't drink the tea and the teacher keeps pouring, and what happens to the cup? The cup spills over, right?
Overflowing,
For me, it's okay. At some point, you have to say pause.
That's true. No, that's a good point.
Say pause.
Like, yo, pause.
Pause.
Sometimes you see the baby oil come out, and you're like, pause. What are we doing out here? Like,
put that away.
It's 9 o'clock. It's too early for this. Maybe 9:30.
You say pause, okay? And you have to take a second to appreciate what is in your cup. You know what I'm saying? And so if we take it outside the martial arts metaphor, right, where it's like your cup has to be filled, and like I said, growth. Bring it back to the beginning. Growth mindset. We're trying to fill our cups all the time. You have to sit there, pause, and drink that cup. You have to sit there, appreciate everything you've learned,
present with
absorb
it,
be present with it, take it. Yeah, a lot of P's, man, a lot of P's. We got to add some more B's and C's.
I know, we got to add all the alphabet.
But that's just how I visualize that. It's my personal metaphor, kind of my personal anecdote there, but that's what I'm visualizing when it comes to things like
bro, that's a beautiful thing you mentioned. I didn't even think about it that way, because people always talk about filling up my cup, but then it becomes greedy, because at a certain point you can't have enough in the cup to fill up, because what ends up happening is it just overflows and gets wasted. When you could give that water or tea to somebody else that deserves it. And we were talking about it again with giving the change.
100%.
Once you're full, obviously that's the priority. You gotta have. Now you don't have to be fully full, honestly, to give somebody your tea, some of your water. 100%. If you have enough for yourself right now, you can give it to Ian. You can give it to some. You can give it to the cats.
And don't forget, you gotta say Pause.
I really like that. I never even thought about that. Like just pouring it because it's wow. Man,
it's everyone's gonna fill. You're gonna fill my cup. He's gonna fill my
Absolutely.
cup. Jan's gonna fill my cup.
It's gonna be like an unlimited stream.
It's
like,
exactly.
The cups will be
That's
like
crazy.
Like
we sharing now.
It's like it's a mixture.
Yeah.
That's the Patreon. Right? We not
Season 10, episode 69.
Exactly.
You know
We've definitely had some fair share of that. I'll say, guys, there's that one drink though. That bottle. You remember that? What is it? 70%.
Oh,
I just have to mention that one. What is it? That one was crazy, bro.
Some Chinese Joe.
Joe.
Yeah, that was.
Let's just say that one was crazy.
You know where we got it from?
Where we got it?
No memory.
Costco. Shout out Costco. Sponsor the Patty Show. Yep. Stop playing, man. Sponsor. Season 10. We need all the budget for Bali. We go in every country.
If y'all want to find out what happens next, get us to season 10 episode.
Absolutely, man. No, but filling that cup, man, and that pause is really good being present because you need to like what is it called? I think of it like because my grandpa's a farmer. You know, he still does that life. You know, healthy. Thank God he's doing his thing over there. But you gotta once you reap your like what's their crops.
Yeah.
You can't just like leave it there. No. You gotta enjoy it. You gotta spread. You can't just keep like you said put it in the water. Pause, man. Sometimes you need some sun. You need a little like fertilizer. You gotta. There's a moment in time for everything. There's a moment for you to indulge, enjoy. There's a moment in time for you to grind, keep pouring it. 100%. There's a moment in time to be like, pause. And
with the hand motion too. Right?
With the hand. It's like that song. Was it? Where?
Yeah.
That's
Chris Brown right there. That's Chris Brown.
You know that TikTok what I'm talking about? Wait. I only know because my younger siblings, but honestly I don't know all that stuff. You know all the TikTok stuff. But man, that's such a powerful.
Just, something I got.
Man, this guy right here. Pause. He's in the present. That's the present y'all getting. If y'all don't celebrate Christmas, shout out to all my Muslim people out there, Buddhists, all that stuff. This is your present. This episode right here, man. There you go. All the blessings, man. Anything you guys want to just like shout out to the audience because you guys been giving me fire this time. Anything you want to like quick recap on the boat? We kind of did a beautiful recap, I think. But any like final thoughts and words of advice to everybody out there trying to pursue their personal paradise?
That's hard though, because like I have nothing figured out, right? But I guess with like being honest, like, but with the being present, just don't take this moment for granted. Love the people you have near you.
Absolutely.
Like, and just enjoy. Honestly, genuinely enjoy the ride, right? Like, I think one thing COVID taught me is to not get too caught up in the future because you don't know what the present's going to bring or 5 months from now it's going to bring. Like my COVID was crazy, as it was everyone's, I'm sure, but like moved between states twice and like everything changed a lot. And I stopped thinking too far ahead and started focusing way more on like enjoying the ride as it comes. Pause
in the present.
And then,
absolutely.
Let life come to you with what it has. As like life comes from you, life comes to you, and just like enjoy that for what it is. So just love the people around you. Just be present. Don't think too far in the future, right? Always be working towards something, but just enjoy the here and now.
Have the ambition.
Right? Because you never know. It's not tomorrow isn't guaranteed ever, right? So like
beautiful.
Just like make the most of that, right?
Make the most of it, y'all.
That's why today didn't know what this week was gonna bring for me. Found out Patty was in town. That's crazy.
Blessings.
Here today, right? Like just focus on the present. That's why I appreciate this all the more. I got to see his beautiful face. So like,
I love you, bro.
You know what I mean? That's what I would honestly say.
Thank you, man.
I
appreciate the vulnerability and bro, I think that's just human nature. We always think that we don't have it together, and that's just life because life is so unpredictable. Every second changes. Like I didn't know we were gonna talk about this. I didn't know we were gonna do this and all that stuff. Literally, like most of the show, all over the place, in the best way possible. But that's the beauty of this world. Literally,
that's crazy.
We're gonna have to make an alphabet segment out of it. Say welcome to the alphabet segment. Pick a letter, and the topic is
it's like a game.
No. Pause. That's what it is. But man, thanks again for sharing for that, man. And anything you want to say to the viewers?
I mean, I think we've said it all. I think you can extrapolate. It's another one. It's another E for you. Exactly. Extrapolate a couple themes, a couple general motifs.
Absolutely.
That we've talked about. Yeah. I think the big one for me is just not be afraid of things. Be confident, or even if you're not confident, just don't be afraid to try new things, whether it's on your own or with others. I think the big one for us though, shout out studio audience.
Studio audience, thank you, studio audience.
Is great. You know,
yeah.
We appreciate the support. We appreciate the show for our boy Patty. You know, much love and kindness to him as he goes in his next journey.
Absolutely, you know,
to evolve the Patty podcast and bring it to new places. Like I said, we going to countries now.
All the countries, A, B, C, D, E, F, G,
all the way to Z. You know,
all the way to Z.
It's crazy.
The Chinese characters, pinyin, all that stuff.
That's crazy.
We going to Ethiopia, Cote d'Ivoire. It don't matter. Jamaica, shout out to y'all.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Hate it, everybody.
100%. So yeah, just make sure you guys like, subscribe, support. Season 10, episode 69. Y'all gonna want to circle back when we're here. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got though.
Well, y'all, thank you again from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you guys coming on the Patty Show. And shout out to the studio audience. Thank you, studio audience. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, studio audience, man. I'm gonna give y'all a raise after Nick Cannon give me that raise. Let me know stop playing. Mark Zuckerberg, all the homies. But this was the season finale. Merry Christmas. All the good stuff. Blessings to you guys. Recap coming soon, and season 3 out soon. And we're gonna do the arigato together on 3. 1, 2, 3. Arigato. Thanks for joining me on this episode of The Patty Show. I hope you had as much fun as I did exploring the crossing point of 3 P's: passion, pleasure, and positivity. You know, if you want to keep that Patty party going, you got to follow us on Instagram at Patty Show Podcast. Share this episode and leave a positive review. In the meantime, keep passionately pursuing your personal paradise. Arigato.